Moments ago, I was sent an email with word of a serious incident in Liverpool involving a car ploughing through pedestrians. I've seen pictures. It looks awful. And let's talk about it and other things next. Well, welcome back to the channel. Yes, up in Liverpool. You know, the worst possible thing that you could do with a motor vehicle, a lot like the one I'm sitting in now, big old bus, is plough it through somebody, let alone a crowd of people. And more now these days we're seeing cars being weaponised, lethal weapons, Christmas markets and all this sort of thing. The driver is just ploughing through it. Granted, on occasion some of them turn out to be tragic accidents, but other times you have to wonder. Now what we've had, breaking news tonight in Liverpool is a car ploughing through loads of pedestrians at a Liverpool trophy ceremony, and I've seen the footage. It is absolute carnage up there, and I pray to anybody that there's not serious injuries and fatalities. You think of all the families and the loved ones that are at these things, big celebrations, and it's horrible if it turns out to be anything nefarious. I won't play the footage because it's too bad for YouTube, but you can see the picture here. I mean, God. And we've seen this repeated over and over again, not only in this country but others. And I reflected a bit on the state of things in this country earlier on when I did a previous video about what's going on now and what things were like then. You know, I grew up in the 80s and a little bit of the 90s, and you don't remember any of this, and certainly over the last 20 years or so, it's just got worse and worse and worse. What is going on? Where are we at? And what is being done to stop it? You know, it really is a brutal truth about, well, what right now is Starmer's Britain. Before it was Johnson's Britain. At one point it was Thatcher's Britain. What is going on? Why are we having to put up with this? Now, you know, you can break down all of this into several areas, one of which, and very important, is the reaction to this. You know, I'm talking about it now, sensibly, on a video to all of you, but you can see others jumping up and down, making all sorts of suggestions, like we had with Southport, for example, and getting yourself into a lot of trouble. Now, I want to mention one thing about Southport while we're at it. Lucy Connolly, we know what happened there. She made a tweet she shouldn't have done. She deleted it, but still she's serving 31 months in prison. I've heard talk and I've seen report that this is a giant psyop designed to scare us all into silence, but a very quick piece of research revealed to me that she actually genuinely is a prisoner serving time for the offence she's publicly been charged with. So I'm not quite sure how people calling psyop really are referring to that. Please leave it in the comments. Let me know what you think. But really, we need to live in a world, we need to live in a country where we are safe, where things like this aren't happening. I get accused of all sorts of far-right thinking and all sorts of other stuff when I talk about things like this. But at the end of the day, when you walk down a street in your own town, when you walk through a city, a strange area, for example, visiting, or if you attend a big event like we've seen in Liverpool now, why are we not safe? Why do we have to be on guard for these things happening? What's happening to the police? What's happening to the security arrangements with these things? It's gone completely to pot. And then when we want to talk about it, when we want to sort things out, get things right, we're punished for expressing an opinion. It's not right, is it? Security of my country, welfare of my family, and the ability to go about my business in peace. These are all very important things, important for everybody. And it appears that slowly but surely, is this becoming a problem? A brutal reality of Starmer's Britain. Let me know what you think of all this in the comments. And again, best wishes to all of the families involved in those events in Liverpool. And let's hope that many people haven't lost their lives this evening. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and have a look at this video. This is another one of my Starmer jobbies. And as always, I look forward to talking to you soon. Toodaloo.